Got fired today. As the title says, I got fired today. I've never been fired before in my life and have been in the workforce since I was 16. I asked for an explanation and there was none. Just that I wasn't a good fit. I've never gotten a write-up or any corrective actions, so that seems like a cheap cop-out, but I live in an at-will state, so I guess it doesn't matter. All I got was, "You're not a good fit." A smile and what feels like a real slap in the face. I just feel terrible about myself. I don't understand how this happened or what I did wrong. I have just been crying all morning, just wondering what I did to these people. Sounds like unemployment to me. And it means they pay a portion of it too. So I'd stick it to them one last time that way. File quick. And look for a job in the meantime. Unfortunately, it won't pay you much. I think 50% of the salary you left. But it's better than nothing. Sounds like the boss's friend needed a job. They had to pay you. They didn't want to anymore and figured they could dump your workload on the remaining employees without causing a mass exodus. Immediately file for unemployment. And make sure that you specify in your complaint that you asked for a reason. And they told you simply that you weren't a good fit. Don't take it so personal. That's how most employers are these days. Fuck 'em. You may find something better. Happened to me a few jobs back. After 3 years with the company and 18 months at the current position. Got told one day that things weren't working out, with no other explanation. It was a bit of a shock. I'm in an at-will state as well. But I found out why I was let go a week later. I applied for unemployment and was told I was being denied benefits because of the reason my ex-boss gave the gov't for letting me go. I appealed and won the appeal. So my benefits started a few weeks later. When they realized my ex-boss lied about why I was let go. It's okay. I got fired after more than 9 years. I did a great job, but management wanted to get rid of the whole team. 4 of 6 people quit within 6 months of the new bosshole supervisor starting. But I tried to tough it out. I lasted 5 years under that bitch, writing me up for anything she could think of. Tripling my workload. I have PTSD from the bullying. It was awful, but also a relief to get fired. Been there several times. Don't beat yourself up. Things happen that aren't fair in life. You'll be fine. As someone who has managed people for longer than I care to admit, I will always believe that if somebody is surprised that they are let go, it is a clear failure of management in that management did not communicate that there was some performance deficit, put forth an effort with the employee to address it, and give the employee further feedback on how to improve their performance. You were poorly led. This is not your fault. And you should not feel like a failure. You didn't fail them. They failed you. And the remaining employees will likely be asked to do your work at the same rate of pay. I'm sorry to hear that. I recently went through it, too. And I was at such a loss and confusing feeling. The biggest thing is to take this weekend as time for yourself and just process it. You won't get a reasonable or good answer from them. So move on from that. Then, on Monday, hit the ground running by looking for a new job like your full-time job. The bottom line is they have made their decision. Edit. Also, I just saw your undercover boss post from about a month ago. I'd be willing to be it started there even if they acted like it didn't. You are not alone. Once you start talking to people, you'll realize that it's very common. I've been fired with cause, sued and got a substantial settlement, and laid off, got a good package. Turned out executives lost a lawsuit and wanted their bonuses, so balance the sheets by laying off 500 employees. You sound like a good worker. So I suspect you will land on your feet. Apply for unemployment. The joys of living in an at-will state, where you can be fired for any or no reason at all. I had that happen to me once. Never got an explanation. Just going in a different direction. Well, karma caught up to those owners. They were out of business within a year. Hope they lost a lot of money. Happened to my fiancé a few months ago. Got called into a meeting and fired for not being a good fit. No warning. No mention of performance at any point. This world sucks so much right now. Hire an employment lawyer. You have the makings of a successful severance package. Best of luck. File for unemployment now. If the company makes a report that results in it being denied, you'll have a chance to appeal and have a hearing. And the company will be required at that hearing to show grounds for your termination. As the old saying goes, it's not personal, just business. Never forget that you are not irreplaceable, and if you died, any company would have you replaced before the body got cold. Not a good fit. Translation: your work performance was sound and they didn't want to have to inevitably pay you more. What was your relationship like with your boss? If they were like the textbook sociopath that usually advances in companies, all you had to do was question one thing they wanted done, and suddenly you no longer fit. And once they decide that you don't fit within their plan for power and control, they will move heaven and earth to be rid of you. HR may make them do a PIP, but in the end you will not be there. The reason I ask is because if what you are telling us is true, it is odd that they would not at least provide some examples of poor performance to make an argument of why you don't fit there. File for unemployment and start looking for something else. That sucks. Don't take it personal. I've been fired from nearly every job I've had. I've been written up 4 times. It doesn't matter. It's just a job. It doesn't mean anything about you. Just them. Work hard and show up until they tell you to stop.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.